Test, test, 1, 2. So I did a poll recently on Instagram asking people if they would be interested in watching film lighting breakdown vlogs. And a lot of you guys said yes. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it. So for this lighting breakdown, I want to cover the video project I did with my mom a couple weeks ago. So my mom is pretty cool. She does a lot of things. One thing she does is spiritual and creative consulting. And so we made a promo video for her to really highlight that and spread the word about it. So part of the video was Talking Head. What I really love about this video is just how the lighting turned out for the Talking Head segment. I think it turned out amazing and it turned out really beautiful. And I think just the soft lighting that we were able to get really accentuated just the features of the subject and really just kind of complemented that. Here's what we're working with. A room and a table, a window, we have an option to use a lamp, and we have the LED light with some diffusion. So with that, let's go in and break it down. So let's start with a simple. We have our wall. We have the inside of the room. Our subject is sitting at the end of the table, and right there to their left is our window where we have the nice natural sunlight coming through, and that's going to be kind of like our main light. And you can see where my camera is set up, our angle is pointed to where the lamp is in the background as an aesthetic piece to kind of give spice to the background, but also as a practical to give just a nice warmth to the overall image and some backlight. All right, so boom, we have nice soft light as a main source and a lamp on the back kind of as an atmosphere light and backlight. All right, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So right there to the left of my camera, I set up my C-stand with my shower curtain diffusion. At the beginning, I shined my LED light directly toward the subject. Now, before I go any further, the reason I have another light is because I wanted to fill in the detail on the other side of her face. For this type of video, I felt it necessary and more appealing to fill in the detail and have a nice, more soft, even light across the subject's face. Kind of more on the guidelines of beauty lighting. So I wanted to fill in the shadows on her face. That's why I put the LED light behind the diffusion. But what happened when I shined the LED through the diffusion right at the subject is I got an unwanted, soft, but yet defined shadow behind her on the wall of her and the chair. It was really ugly, really distracting, and just did not overall appeal in the shot. So what I did was I turned the light and bounced it basically right off the wall. There was still some light from the LED coming through the diffusion. It just wasn't as direct as my setup before. The other light that was shining more directly off of the LED was bouncing off that wall and coming back. And that was basically just like a natural bounce. I didn't have like an actual bounce card or anything, but I ended up figuring out that the wall acted as a great bounce for that light to add some more softness to it. So we're now going to look at our frame from the ground up in regards to our lighting. All right, so here is a shot just with the window light. So boom, we turn on the lamp and we're getting a nice warm atmosphere that is contrasting with the white light that we're already getting. And it's also acting as a nice subtle backlight to our subject. So for our final light, we turn it on, we're bouncing it off the wall. Some of it is indirectly shining through the C-stand, and those shadows are filled in and our subject looks nice and pretty. This is what it's like with just the window. This is what it's like with the lamp. And this is the final look, everything on. So I hope you learned something. And if you didn't learn something, I hope it was enjoyable to watch. But I know while I was filming it, it was a lot of fun to kind of figure out how we wanted to do the lighting. And I just enjoyed the fact that my mom had to say, like, it was a creative process where my mom suggested to use the lamp in the background, and that was her complete idea. I didn't even think about the lamp. And so when she said that, then we worked with, okay, how can we angle it up to include that lamp? And I feel like the lamp just added a really nice accent light, and it's very subtle backlight. And I think it turned out really awesome. So I love being able to work with whoever else you're working with, because everybody has great ideas. And when you put those great ideas together, you make something awesome. Just like Power Rangers, you know, they all come together to form one big, like, mega thing. Or what's another example? Maybe do Transformers get together and form one big thing? I'm not sure. Let's stick with the Power Rangers example.